want to keep on going, you're just going to have to carry me, and I guarantee I'm going to pee on your head.
You threatening me? You threatening me with pee?
Seems to me somebody's trying to bury you in here.
No shit, Sherlock.
I had an accident.
You had an accident? What does that mean?
Goo!
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Steelers Sanctuary Podcast. I'm your host, Dave Rivero from SteelersSanctuary.com. We got the gang back together again. Bob, Trent, and Dave are all with me. We got a packed show for you today, so we're going to keep it moving. We're going to grade Omar Khan. We're going to go over the combine. We're going to go over the players grading the Steelers again, the Steelers front office. Terrible. Worse than last year. But let's kick it off with the rumor of the week. Brian Thomas Jr. may be available, and the Steelers may be interested. I guess the question is, what's it going to take to get him? What are you willing to give up? First?
No.
It's going to cost a first. So my sources in Jacksonville tell me they are not shopping him. But if you come to them and ask with a big offer, they won't say no. They're not calling teams and hoping somebody gives them something. So yes, it's going to take a first.
So you're saying it's the opposite of what one Andrew Filipponi is saying on 93.7.
Why? What is he saying? That they're shopping him?
Yes.
Yes. He is saying that they reached out to the Steelers and were like, hey,
I don't believe that for a second.
Skins were interested last year. Are you interested now still? But Bobby Brain says otherwise. So
I was listening to the Depot guys earlier today, and they were tossing around a third and a fifth for him. I'm like, you guys are out of your fucking mind. There's no way they're going to go for that. A third and a fifth for Brian Thomas. I knew he had an off year, but that kid's good.
He did and he didn't. He played well down the stretch for them. But there is a severe disconnect between Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr. They are not on the same page. He is not his favorite receiver. And, you've only got 2 years of control left. So at this point, are you going to dump Lawrence? Are you going to dump Brian Thomas Jr.? It's not A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, but it is there is a disconnect there.
I'd give a second for him. I'd give a second and not think twice about it.
Yeah.
If they're willing to do that, there's no wide receiver in this class that you're going to get in the second round that's better than Brian Thomas, in my opinion. Be highly, maybe Chris Bell falls.
Scares me.
Go ahead. I know what you're going to say, and I agree with you.
It scares me when a team is trying to dump a kid after his second season on a rookie
especially
deal,
an offensive guy like
when
that.
You drafted him. When you drafted him in the first round, his rookie season, he puts up nearly 1,300 yards. And because you invest in a corner who also plays wide receiver, and you invest in an actual wide receiver, this kid seems to be the odd man out, is kind of how I'm interpreting it. I just don't know, I can't get past the 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. This was not the Chase Claypool version of a rookie season. This is a kid who won downfield, throwing the football, receiving the football. This was not gimmick stuff like what we did with Claypool. I mean, he ran in 5 of his 10 touchdowns as a rookie. So that part scares me. However, the talents obviously are there, and he's a good size. He's a kid who's totally different than what we've been watching trot out on the field. I think he's probably not going to go for a second, but you can't go higher than a second because I was just looking, the guys who got traded for a first-round pick. I mean, you're talking about Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, A.J. Brown type guys. He's not in that category.
He could be, though. If you're projecting out, he could be.
You look at what he did with Mac Jones. Yeah, he absolutely is he's a guy who, if you pair him with the right quarterback, is going to be a superstar.
It's just going to sound crazy, but 21 wouldn't be out of the question for me. I'd seriously consider it. The thing you got to weigh is is one of those top 4 guys going to fall or not? Is Denzel Boston still going to be there or not? Because if you're convinced those top 4 guys are gone, then take my 21 pick and give me Brian Thomas.
You're definitely.
Good,
I was going to say you're definitely buying a guy who's.
How old is he? 25?
No. I want to say he's 23. But
not even.
I was going to say he's younger. Yeah.
Yeah, forget it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I really wanted them to draft him. I still say it was a mistake to take Fatanu over him. And I like Fatanu. I'm not saying Fatanu's a bad player, but Thomas Jr. was the guy we really get the unique skill set that solves the wide receiver problem. And who knows, maybe Dylan Cook could have played right tackle.
Oh, God.
Never and we're off.
The season with Dylan Cook and Broderick James.
Brian Thomas is 23, by the way.
23 years old, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Man.
I don't know. I mean, I can't.
What's wrong with him being 23, Dave?
No, that's a good thing. Like, that makes me want to get him even more.
Okay. At first, I thought you meant that in a negative way.
I thought he was like 25, but he's only 23 years old.
Yeah, he's young.
The kid's going to be in the league 6, 7, 8 more years, and maybe more than that. And in prime, yeah.
Why don't we instead of giving like a first or second, why don't we do let's throw some players in there? I got some guys we could just
everyone who calls the Steelers going to ask for Herbig. They're going to ask for Herbig.
Mason could be a mentor.
Not Jacksonville. Jacksonville doesn't need edge rushers.
So what do we have that they need? Nothing.
Draft pick.
Roman Wilson. Draft pick, yeah.
JPJ.
I mean,
then I got to trade JPJ for him.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's
what they would want.
A guy, yeah.
And one thing. Go ahead.
I just can't think of another player that they would. It's Herbig, and you're right. They have edge guys, so they probably don't need Herbig.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, they play a 4-3.
Yeah. So
he would fit a 4-3 though, because they consider moving him to off-ball linebacker. He can play coverage.
But that kind of takes away his best thing, which is his pass rush, right? I mean, you don't rush like you could technically, but.
And if they go all in to sign Devin Lloyd, they really don't need Herbig.
Yeah.
No.
That's just a draft pick.
Thomas, his last year, you kind of saw it. He missed 3. He ended up missing 3 games, but he only caught 48 of his 91 targets. And if you watched any Jacksonville games, then you know that 30 of those were uncatchable, just completely uncatchable. So there is, like I said, it's not A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, but those two just don't work together. They didn't work together his rookie year, but as soon as Mac Jones came in the game and started feeding him the ball, all of a sudden he took off.
Yeah. So, Bob, would you give up a first for him?
Yeah, I would.
I would too. Dave?
Only if, I would wait, though, till draft night. Like, if I can get Mekhi Lemon, no, I wouldn't do it.
They're not going to let you wait. They're going to want the pick. They're not going to give you the opportunity to sit there and wait, Dave, you give up a first for him?
No.
And Trent, you said no, right?
No, there's no way. I can't understand how Trevor Lawrence has his best season as a pro and this kid falls off.
That's the one thing that worries me. Why is Liam Cohen peddling? Is it just because he doesn't get along with Trevor Lawrence or they can't connect? I can live with that. But if there's something else going on that we don't know about, then that makes me a little nervous. You don't trade a 23-year-old.
No.
He hasn't had any off-the-field issues or chirping, right, that we know of?
Nope.
Stuff like that.
He hasn't, and that's what I'm saying. Pony is 1,000% wrong on this. They are not shopping him. If you want him, it's just like anybody else. If you want to trade for Patrick Mahomes and you go to the Chiefs and say, hey, I'll give you my next 3 first-round picks, TJ Watt, and anybody else you fucking want, then they might listen and go, yeah, good offer, but no, we're good. I mean, that's why I said it's going to take a blow-you-away offer, which is why I think you need to do a first to get him, they're not telling him, hey, we want to get rid of this guy. They don't want to get rid of him, but they will get rid of him if you give him the right price.
All right, let's move on to the infamous player grades that we were not supposed to find out about because the NFL sent out a memo saying you're not allowed to
legally.
This.
I thought they went to court over this or something.
They did go to court, and it came out anyway. So, and we joked around that Mr. Rooney might have been heading that cause to not publish this thing because the Pittsburgh Steelers came in 32nd out of 32 teams. They got an F. They are considered the worst franchise in the players' minds. This is like consistently bottom 4, and now they've hit rock bottom the last 4 years.
Yeah, they didn't hit 32 yet, and well, we hit it now. So good job. Good job, Rooney. You finally got to the promised land.
The reputation like the Bengals have.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that owner's terrible, and they've been saying it for 2 decades, and now the players think the Steelers are worse than that. I don't know, man. This is bad. This is really bad.
Did you see that they are going to use the same surface now as the Eagles, and there's another team?
They're going to resurface the thing. I saw that.
They are switching to something else. So it looks like these grades finally motivated them to do something. I mean, Aaron Rodgers openly criticized the field conditions.
It was the Browns game, like week 6, something like that. He said the field was bad. It's not a playable surface or something like that. I forget when it was. But.
Yeah, there was another one where he made a comment like, well, maybe if the field surface wasn't so bad, maybe that wouldn't have happened. Or there's something. He was always making little digs.
The locker room only has 5 bathroom stalls.
That was crazy to me. I was like,
what are we fucking doing here, guys? What are we doing?
Because what?
It's only 53 guys in the team and
there's probably 60 with the practice squad.
Wait, during preseason, how many?
Yeah, there's 90. Well,
yeah.
Do 90
they're like literally
Latrobe,
you're in line to get on the toilet.
This is bad, guys. This is really bad. Like, I keep telling you guys, he's a terrible owner. He's a terrible owner, and it's getting worse and worse and worse as these things come out.
There was a lot of chatter about this today that I heard between the national and the radio shows. Not so much on the Steelers nationally, but locally. A lot of these grades some are fair. I mean, the field is fair. But you're going to tell me the guy who's getting sued for racial discrimination gets an A as an owner, and Art Rooney, he sucks. But Art Rooney gets an F. The guy who came, the family who comes up with the rule to make it where you have to interview minorities, they suck. They're an F. But the guy who discriminated against a black coach, he's okay. Yeah, he's good.
Was that even a part of the grading system though?
No, it's a year-to-year basis. So they're taking year snapshots at a time. They're not going back. I also heard today that they didn't give the players first-class tickets to Ireland. They made them sit in business class.
No,
it's like this.
I mean,
why
would they? It's a pretty short flight, right? I mean, no big deal.
It's
like flying from here to
9
Cleveland.
hours, but
the Steelers don't fly commercial. Come on,
that's why
they don't. So you don't believe it.
Yeah,
and you better not want any fucking peanuts either, because you're paying for them bitches. Okay, that's coming out of your pocket.
Exactly.
That's a salary bonus.
Supposed to be a part of the flight for free. What the hell?
Look, let's be honest. The reason they got the family grade so low is how the fuck is Cam Hayward going to feed his family on $14 million? So, of course, they gave him an F on families.
The only 2 A's they got were Mike Tomlin and the special teams coach, and they're both gone. So now the grades are lower
Smith
now.
Is gone. They're both gone. See ya.
Danny Smith, yes, thank you. I mean,
which let's be honest. Is it those were the 2 softest on players on the team, and everybody else kind of maybe wanted to run it like, I don't know, a fucking football team?
Bob, you can try to roll this any way you want, but this is not good. This is not good. Not to mention, somehow we lost his head coach. We don't have no idea why. We have no idea why, and we still haven't. That's still not been explained to us. He broke fucking a half century of history with the team and hired a 62-year-old coach instead of a young coach, what they've always done.
Mhm.
Now he's getting bashed with this.
Did Tomlin enter the witness protection program?
I don't know what happened to Tomlin.
Where'd my dude
He might
go?
be.
There's a rumor.
Free Mike Tomlin. Free Mike Tomlin.
Florio floated the rumor today that NBC is interviewing him, and Tony Dungy might be out.
Tony Dungy is out. That's a fact.
Tony Dungy.
Yeah.
Whether or not,
Yeah.
whether or not Tomlin's taking his places, we'll see. Let me just go through a few of these. Treatment of families was an F, 31st in the league. I don't know what that's about. I don't understand.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's a good point, Greg. Terrell Austin got a C. I was going to get to that.
yeah.
Game field was an F, obviously. We know why, the field. Dining area got a B. Nutritionist got a B. Locker room F. Training room C. Training staff B+. Weight room B. Didn't they bitch about the weight room last time? Weren't they bitching about the weight room last year?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some of these are good. Offensive coordinator got a B+. Arthur Smith,
All
well
right.
liked.
Okay, so let's be honest here. Only fucking John U. Smith filled out this survey.
Team travel F. Defensive coordinator C. Head coach A. General manager C+. Owner D-. He was 31st. Owner wasn't last. He was next to last.
There's always next year. We'll get there.
Yeah, there's always next year, right?
He was third to last year, so it's not like he fell.
So I was
Well,
right.
fall.
He's getting there every year. He's doing
He's on
good.
the slow roll of last
Third.
place.
Second, next year's his year, Bobby.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, remember last year who
Oh.
last place was? It was the Chiefs.
Yeah.
How-
I think, were they last?
How did they finish this year? Do you know off the top of your head? I didn't even see
Were they
it.
32nd in like overall?
Hold on, I can look it up.
I knew that they did bad. I didn't know they did 32nd overall.
I hate to say it, guys, but he's becoming a laughing stock, and he's turning this team into a laughing stock. You can't have this. You can't have it. The fucking Pittsburgh Steelers. You can't be 32nd in the league.
If
In the
only
players'
he owned the
eyes.
team.
Vegas brings up the 5 toilets thing, but it's not 53. During the preseason, it's like 90 or whatever,
Yeah, and-
plus coaches.
And
I
even
can't
the
even
53 doesn't count the practice squad. There's another 12 guys. It's like
Okay.
65.
Okay, so last year Kansas City's ownership was an F, the lowest. This year they're a C+.
Okay.
And they lost more games and didn't
In a
make the
season
playoffs.
where they didn't do well. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have a good season.
All right.
I mean, I'm sure some of this is, whenever you do voting, it's
Wait,
kind of gets
didn't
wonky.
Kansas
Okay.
City do a bunch of upgrades though?
I thought they did.
Yeah.
They're moving
Could've
they're moving across the border. They're building a new stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that too.
Yeah, but
Maybe that got
How mu-
people excited over there.
Look,
how much of this is even within the control now that, like, I mean, the field conditions, Pitt, the locker room, Pitt,
But he's got to be something
Upgrades.
he can do.
Pitt. I mean, like,
Shitty
you've
college
gotta-
team. Pitt.
You have to kick Pitt out of the fucking stadium.
You can't.
Like,
You can't.
they've
because
got to find a way. They got to get it. There's got to, Art, you're a fucking attorney, dude. Find the loophole in the contract. There's got to be a loophole where you can buy them out.
he was
or
too cheap to build a
some-
stadium himself. So now he had to have the state pay for it. So now he's got to deal with it. The state wants Pitt in there.
Why
Period.
does that only happen here, though? Why does it? Because every fucking team in the NFL has used state funding to build a stadium. Why is this
Rooney-
one the only one dumb enough to say, hey, we'll let the shittiest school in fucking the ACC also share the stadium with us?
because
So they probably
the Roonies are cash poor is the number one reason, and because when they made the deal with the city, part of the deal was to build in that same spot that Three Rivers was kind of across the street. Was okay if you put it here, you got to let Pitt play in the stadium, and they made it as a condition, 30-year lease where they had to take them.
Yeah.
I mean it's
And don't overlook what Bob said. They are probably one of the bottom 3 least wealthy owners in the league.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
Bob
probably
is
not even
totally
close.
right. I mean, I agree. Bob is completely right on
But
this. Like, it's just
at the same
just
time-
dumb that we're here at
Yeah.
this point in time.
I mean, we've gone over the money that I've showed you guys the amount of money every year they get from revenue sharing.
Mhm.
It's $500 million a year, if
Yeah,
not
it's
more.
ridiculous. Yeah.
So there's no excuse for some of the things that are going on here, except they're
Well,
pocketing this money and
Well,
not spending it.
yeah, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, you only got so much space.
Well, they're doing the field now. Why now? People have been complaining about this field for 10 years. Why did it
Well,
take you so long to
Well, really,
people
the
almost-
whole time it's been open.
Yeah. And stuff like that. I'm sure you can find room for more toilets in there somewhere. I'm sure you can.
Well,
I don't know.
Hold on, though,
I don't know.
because we can't put way too much stock in these. Because you know who got an A for an owner? Mark
Yeah.
Davis.
Well,
Mark
yeah, but have you
Davis
seen that
got
Vegas
a-
stadium? It's like a
don't they have
palace.
It's a brand new stadium, isn't it?
That's why they get an A, because
Brand
their
new.
facilities are top notch.
It's brand new, Bob. That's why.
He fires his coach every other
He
year.
spends money on coaching.
Yeah, but like as far as like facilities and stuff like that, he's going to get good grades. At
He's
least I
not a
think
rich
he will.
guy either. He's a cash poor guy too. He's another guy that's family's own team, and that's their only business for this whole time. It's been a Raiders.
No, he has other businesses on the side. He's not as cash poor, but he was also smart and he sold off to a guy like Tom Brady. So I'm wondering if Brady helps bring the grade up here.
It could be.
Maybe.
That's a good point too.
And I don't get it. I mean, there's some ownership groups here that got A's that are. I mean, I don't get it.
Well, if there's one thing that's consistent, Rooney gets graded low every year.
Yeah.
So you could
Well,
tell
I
me
always say, guys-
once a year, okay, twice maybe, but every single fucking year for how many years now? Like, yeah.
Jimmy Haslam got a C, and Art Rooney gets a D minus. Jimmy Haslam, who saddled his team with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, but they're not grading him on his moves. They're grading out. That doesn't. The players don't care about that.
Yeah, the moves
Players care what the locker room's like, what the travel's like, what the family thing's like. They don't give a fuck about Deshaun Watson, how much he got paid.
Yeah, they should because
They
Oh,
it's
should, but
fucked their
I can
team.
guarantee
Yeah.
you they don't.
But
That's
you
not
know
what
what it
Go ahead.
is? Team captain, team leader got $40 million.
Yeah, but when they're filling out this survey, the last thing they're thinking about is Deshaun Watson. He's out of their mind
I
completely.
think they're all thinking about money when they're doing it.
Well,
if
that's
if
possible.
we got our contracts and if we got paid, who gives a shit? But if you fought us on the money and you nickeled and dimed us, then yeah, hey, we're gonna get back at you with a bad grade.
I told you guys this before, but like for me, it's one of those things where I'm trying to differentiate between pampered, spoiled millionaires and like what's legit complaints. 5 toilets for 90 plus people. That's a fucking good complaint, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
when these guys go on the road
I-
and see these palatial things, and then they come back to Pittsburgh and it's like in this little cramped, fucking dank 5 toilet facility, it's like, what the fuck?
I
you know?
can't imagine going to like the Chargers facilities. Like I guess the Chargers have
Najee
top
said
notch.
it. Najee
Yeah,
couldn't
Najee-
believe it when he got
So
there.
that's what I'm referencing was him.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe the difference.
Right.
So they don't even. What was it? Somebody was saying they have to go to somewhere else to even go into a sauna. There's like not
Yeah,
even a little.
That was the
sauna.
last year's thing.
Yeah, it was.
No sauna in the
So-
facility. It's just
Look,
like-
this whole sell to Mark Cuban, fuck that. I mean, Mark Cuban just justified tanking in the NFL. Fuck him.
he'd be a good
Bombers-
owner, I think.
Bomber's an LA guy, so I don't know that he'd be interested.
Which one's Steve Ballmer? The Clippers?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting all kinds of trouble for
race remarks and
diverting money too, to give one of his players. He opened up some
Kawhi
shell
Leonard,
company.
yeah, they
Kawhi Leonard,
circumvented the salary cap.
Yeah,
Yep.
so he's in a lot of trouble. But I guess if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
He in
could
as
have worse
much
owners,
trouble
right?
as the last guy who got Donald Sterling, who got the team
well, that's
taken
the-
away.
Oh, Sterling was
That's
the one I
different.
was thinking about. He was
Yeah.
the race remark. Like
Yeah, he's the guy racial. But
Yeah,
yes, Ballmer's in trouble for circumventing the cap. He's
right.
he's
Yeah.
paying Kawhi Leonard through this company that he never even saw or went to or anything, and he's getting $5 million a year from that company. It's all shady stuff. But Rooney's never going to sell, right? Never.
No.
This is his whole identity. It's his whole life. He's never going to sell.
Well,
This
I mean,
is-
the Rooney family's owned the team for 90 years. It's like
Yeah.
the Maras. You just got to hope that Art retires, and he should. I'm not saying Art's a good owner. I'm just saying that some of these grades we got to take with a grain of salt. That's all I'm saying, is because they make no fucking sense.
I think it makes sense to me. I mean, the facilities are probably the worst in the league.
Yeah, if you're going to grade Art a D, which it's fair. D- is fair. You could give him an F. I mean, that's fair. But then to turn around and see the bullshit going on with some of the other grades, I mean, it's like, no, come on now. I mean, this doesn't make sense.
At least 3 more generations there, Vegas.
Yeah, we have the next one in line, right? Dan Jr.'s next, and then
Yeah.
Well, technically Daniel, who played, but let's be honest, he played quarterback for Dartmouth, and he's been around the organization now on the football side and also on the business side. They've groomed him to be the owner. I'm excited to get him into the mix.
that can only get better, in my opinion. It can't get worse. Right
later, man.
Can't get worse.
Please.
Yeah. I always say he's Bob Nutting with NFL money. That's all he is. Maybe worse than that.
Whoa. Take it easy. Worse? Take it easy.
Well, you're all hyped up about the Pirates. He's spending money now, right?
Yeah, he brought in a 35-year-old right-handed power
A little
hitter.
bit of money. I'm not paying that close.
It's relative.
For the Pirates, it's
Yeah.
good what he's doing. We're now up to $102 million. I mean, great job. Great job.
Yeah.
Look, if they sign Connor Griffin before he plays a game, though, the big contract, okay, we can maybe start to make the argument that Nutting's better than Rooney.
What is the Dodgers payroll? Is it like 900 million or something crazy like that?
Yeah,
It's like
some
500 million with 500 billion deferred.
Yeah, deferred. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because you can do that apparently. So.
Oh. All right. Let's talk NFL Combine. We're about halfway through this thing.
not
Some
now.
crazy
We're starting
Are
the
we?
combine.
I got it.
Oh, you mean halfway through the combine?
Combine. Yeah.
Okay. I was going through the
I was like-
episode, and we started talking about combine now. We're not halfway through.
No, I wasn't even thinking that. Well, your Ohio State guys are killing it over there,
Man, they are.
Mr. Trent.
As if we should be surprised. Come on, guys.
Sunny Styles.
I keep saying it.
Holy
Always
mackerel.
draft Buckeyes.
Hey, they're not choking at the combine. That's good.
Oh, for fuck's sake. WVU coming from the top rope over here.
Hey,
Dave. I got Dave.
in all fairness, is Sonny Styles
I'm so
now
jealous. I didn't think of that.
is Sonny Styles now the number 1 Buckeye in the draft? I kind of think he is.
I brought that up on X the other day. Did he, get by Alvin Reese and he's going to get drafted before him?
I don't know if I can. Oh, man, I tell you what.
I don't know how you can put him ahead of Reese because I think Reese just ran toe for toe with him in the combine in a lot of ways too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I mean,
but-
I think
Didn't
he
do the broad
secured
jump, right?
his possession right over top of David Bailey as the top edge rusher, and
Edge-
Ruben Bain with the arm length.
Yeah, Ruben Bain's in a little trouble. He's
You
gonna
got to
fall a
drop
little bit.
him, right? I mean, I don't care what
He's
the
gotta drop a
production
little
says in college. He's got to drop.
I still think David Bailey's the number 1 edge. It's close though.
Didn't he
But
kind
Sonny
of solidify
Styles.
that yesterday? I thought he.
43-inch vertical. His weight is unheard of. It's like
Yeah.
he's got a perfect 10 RAS score. The dude's a freak of freaks.
Yeah.
Look, if you told me we were going to move heaven and earth to get to 10 like we did for Devin fucking Bush. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, top
If-
9 now. PFF. But he's good.
Yeah, if you told me we were going to move heaven and earth to get Sonny Styles, I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't.
No. I liked him beforehand.
Yeah, I'm starting to lean.
Yeah.
I don't know if I keep saying I want to trade up for linebacker, but man, it's hard to.
Guys, we don't have an elite linebacker. You have a
I know.
chance to get one.
I know.
Like,
What?
It's just PQ's
so many other
not
needs
it.
on his team.
I
I
hate to
don't
say
know.
it. He's not.
But
Neither's Peyton
but-
Wilson. They're just
I wouldn't be mad at it either. I guess I wouldn't be mad at it either. I guess if they depends on how much they're going to give up to get to where Styles going to go. Top 5. Then you're not.
well, I
trading
was
up
hoping
for
He's-
he's
No,
15,
he's now
but
moving
that
up
ain't
in-
happening.
into that ballpark.
I always thought he was going to go 7 to the Commanders. So
So
you got to
yeah,
get past him.
7 is the ceiling for him, right? That's as far as he goes.
Yeah.
this
He
point.
doesn't make it past 7. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't. I don't know, just based on who's in front of the Commanders, that somebody there is going to risk the draft capital. I think the Jets have to go Reese.
The Jets could be a team.
I think they have to go Reese for the edge because,
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
They just traded their edge, right? To
They did.
Tennessee, right?
Yep.
Was it Tennessee? They traded one of their edge
for
rushers.
Sweat. Keandre Sweat.
Or they
And
take Sampson.
What's that?
It's the fucking
Or they
Jets.
take-
They could take Keldrick Flockett too.
They could. let's
Hey,
who else?
I
who
do
else
want to
stood out?
say,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I do want to say one linebacker went from my draft crush to deep man love, and that's Jacob Rodriguez.
Yeah,
To say the
we're
word
all-
deep, man, love is quite the words used. But yeah,
Dave's on a roll
absolutely.
tonight. Yeah, his athletic testing is right where you want it to be. Plus, he's a dog. Plus, he's a great linebacker with great instincts.
Dude,
Yeah,
J Rod fucking balled out, man.
Yeah.
Projected 4.740 by Draft Buzz, and my dude ran a 4.5 fucking 8.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
And all the other things.
This guy was fifth in Heisman voting. Did you know that?
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
he was fifth. Yeah,
that
yeah.
J Rod was fifth and a linebacker. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, love the kid. Would love if they take him in the second round. Like say they pass on any linebackers in the first round. If they take him the second, I'm completely fine with it now.
Yeah, they're going to have to take him in a second because he's not going to be there in the third if they want him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I guess I'm in love too, Bob. Not deep love, but love.
9.52 RAS score. That's fucking very good. That's very good.
He just put himself in the first round conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
really
is.
did. I'm bordering on DK Colin man love here. for Jacob
I think
Rodriguez.
I think he might be pushing a top 20 pick.
Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas, 9.84 RAS. This
Yeah,
is a
he did-
deep
yeah, he
linebacker
did-
class.
he did
That- yeah.
It's a deep linebacker class. There's a lot of good
What-
linebackers.
What was Galday's RAS score? I know
I
he.
have it up here right now.
What did I say? you guys?
9.73.
Yeah.
So he did really good too. You're right,
Yeah.
Trent.
Yep.
As far as, but for some
Class
reason,
is
to me,
awesome.
he did not look. He is slower than those guys that actually weigh more than him. Reese and all them weigh more than him. I looked it up. He weighs 239 pounds. Those other guys, Reese and Styles, weigh in the 240s, and they
Yeah,
ran a
they're-
faster time than him.
They're
And
freaks.
Rodriguez,
Sonny Styles,
was better.
Sonny Styles was the first in this class, but he was like in the top. Man, I wish I kept my notes from yesterday. He's in like the upper echelon of like all time linebackers.
Yeah, he's got the highest vertical jump of anybody at 240 pounds.
And he
talking
had
about
the,
Styles.
yeah, and he
Styles,
had
yes.
another all time record for linebackers. It wasn't. It was not. I don't think was it the cone drill.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, but
He had two different categories. He was the top ever at the combine at that
Yeah,
position.
so he's a unique talent. That is a guy who, if we give up a first, give up a second, give up a third, move up and get him,
oof.
I don't
Which one?
hate it.
For Styles.
Well, you're going to have to give up your first, obviously.
Yeah, you're
But-
gonna swap. Yeah.
You know, if you're telling me the second and third, okay, 2/3 I'd like better, maybe a third and a fourth. But if you're going to go up to where you got to go to get him, you're going to have to really give.
Yeah.
Sure.
Guess who's the second overall safety in RAS score?
Just saying.
Lorenzo Styles,
Come on,
his brother.
more Buckeyes. This is my time of year to shine. Okay, guys, you can
996
rip on me
for
all
Lorenzo
you
Styles.
want, but the
Well,
fucking
What a
Buckeyes show
freaky
out, guys.
family.
You're not wrong.
What a
This is
freaky
definitely you
family.
guys' time to shine because you didn't do it back during the playoffs. So
No, that's okay. WVU, while you guys were burning couches there, trying to figure out
Oh.
basketball.
I
hey,
can't
you gotta
believe
be
it.
good. Hey, at least we're good at something. We're good at something. We can burn the shit out of some couches. Don't you worry
Is-
about that.
Anybody else a little disappointed at McNeil Warren's 40 time? I was.
No,
I didn't
4.5.
get a look.
Mid 4.5s.
4.52, I think is what he
4.52.
or 4.54, 4.54.
I think it was 4.54. Oh, let me look it up real quick.
I got it right here. I'm trying to bring
You got it?
Well,
4.52.
All right.
what a
4.52.
just a reminder, Kyle Hamilton ran in the 4.6.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bud Clark 4.41.
Yeah.
Whew,
I like Bud Clark a lot.
cooking. Damn.
Yeah.
Spears Jennings.
He made himself
4.3.
some money.
Bro. God damn. When you're talking about Lorenzo Styles, I didn't know he ran a 4.27.
Yeah. 997 RAS score.
What the fuck?
The
A
two of them together were almost
4.27?
perfect.
And
How does that happen? Two brothers. Like, I don't
And
get it.
for Tyrone, who joined us late, we talked about Brian Thomas Jr. at the beginning of the show, like the first 5 minutes.
Did he say we made JD Vance cry when we burned the couch?
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting draft. Dave, I know you tweeted right after the fact, or in our chat, talked about how Mekhi Lemon's interview, you were all of a sudden out on him. Can I just say?
I didn't say I was out, but I have concerns now. I'm not out.
The more people who can get out on Mekhi Lemon and give us the Bucky Brooks draft, where we get him at 21, I'm kind of liking that.
Per your text, it was Bucky Brooms, but yeah.
Yeah.
Brooms.
You walk up to the podium.
Well, when you know,
stoned off your ass, that's a red flag. My boy was weaving back and forth like he had just finished a blunt. He was gone.
He could have been drinking. Omar could have been back there feeding him shots.
Or cough medicine. He was on something.
Yeah. Hey, kid, you're going up to the podium here. Have a shot.
He did not look right. Who else has got our?
All right, hold on. Let me ask a serious question about him. Let's go into this question. If Mekhi Lemon runs a 4.5, do you still want him at 21?
No, not a 4.5. No.
Now, see, I heard. Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
Anybody thinking he's going to be in the 4.3s is going to be sadly mistaken.
No, I don't.
I was thinking 4.4s. I wasn't thinking 4.5s.
I think there's a chance he runs in the 4.5. 4.5, 1, 2.
I heard somebody make the argument that speed is just a touch overrated for wide receivers. They said a lot of the best wide receivers in the league right now are 4.5.
They're also huge.
They're also tall.
Tall too, yeah. And they brought
JSN's
every
route running freak, though.
Yeah, every guy who's been a top 40 time in the combine the last 10 years has washed out in the NFL.
Not the top. You don't need to be the top guy. I mean, I agree with that. But you need, at his size, I mean, what did Amon Ra? That is the perfect comp for that kid. What did Amon Ra run?
He's 4.5. He was a 4.5 guy.
I'm
pretty sure.
So I think Amon Ra was.
I think he ran in the 4.4s.
Oh, I thought he was 4.5.
That'll be because I haven't looked. I'll be honest with you.
I'm looking at the corners 40s.
Oh, he did. Hey, Dave's right. He did run a 4.51.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
Dalen Everett.
But he ran a 4.48. Yeah, he ran a 4.48 at his pro day.
Yeah, so he's around 4.5, 4. Your pro day, they give you a couple of steps before they hit the click, start timing you.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm out on Mekhi Lemon, but I think you really need to make sure you're doing something in free agency to get an outside receiver if he's going to run in the 4.5 range. And you have to be really comfortable with knowing who he is as a player. He's not going to win on the outside the way that some of these other guys can.
This is a good point by Greg. It helps he can catch the ball.
Yeah.
I think speed is tremendously important if you're under like 6'1". But even more important is I want to see his speed plus his 3-cone drill. If he runs a 4.5, but he runs a really good 3-cone drill, okay, you can make the point that he's going to be what he is, which is probably a really good slot receiver in the NFL.
Yeah. I mean that's basically Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's the comps everyone's given him.
Yeah,
that's the guy they think he's going to be.
I'm not trading up for him at all unless he runs low 4.4s.
But then you're not going to get him.
I've been saying that about Lemon this whole time. I would not trade up for that kid. If he falls to me at 21, I'm really happy. But if I'm thinking he's going to get picked up by somebody at 19 or 20 or whatever, I'm not moving up and giving up capital to go get him.
Would you trade up for any wide receiver in this class?
Jordan Tyson.
Oh, you got to trade assets for him?
I don't care. If that kid hits, everything in the draft is a risk, right? Everything about the draft is a risk.
Yes.
That kid, if he stays healthy, is the least risk of all the wide receivers.
If he stays healthy,
The health.
That's a big
health
phrase.
is the risk for him. That's it. If he doesn't have health concerns, this kid's a top 5 pick.
Yeah, but he does.
And
But he does.
But he does. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If he's going to trade up, and if he's in the 15 range, I'm starting to consider the trade options once he hits 15.
Okay. If we're going from 21 to 15, maybe I'd think about it.
Yeah, you're giving up a third round pick for him.
All right, I could.
That's a throwaway pick to go get that kid and see if he turns into the top 5 potential that he has.
Yeah, I could probably get on board with that, but I'm not trading like a second to get up, or
I'm not going to 10 or 12.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not doing it.
No.
I don't know if you guys saw the UHJ5. I don't know what the fuck to call you. That Geno Smith is going to be the quarterback next year. Dave, does West Virginia have that kind of NIL money?
Probably
we do
not.
now, baby. Pat McAfee.
Oh,
McAfee is the entire NIL budget.
We brought Rich Rod back. We're good to go.
There you go.
what about Zane Durant from Penn State? Let me look. At
Really impressive.
4.79.
Yeah, really impressive.
4.75 at 290 pounds.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
Holy shit, those Penn State guys.
The sad thing is, he kind of doesn't fit the defense that we're playing.
Not ours.
He's very
not,
similar
but...
to the same issue we had with the Marvin Leal.
Yeah,
he'd be a tweener for us. If he's in a 4-3 system, though, that kid's got a lot of potential.
Oh yeah, if I played a 4-3, he's not top of my board, but he would definitely be on my list.
Yeah.
DeMonte Capehart made himself some money. He's almost a perfect 10 RAS score.
Yeah.
Kid came out of nowhere and freaking tested like crazy.
Yep, 4.85, 40.
And he's over 300, right?
313, I think, is what he was listed at the combine.
Oh my god. Sub 4.5 guy at 300 pounds is just fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
They shouldn't be able to run that fast.
And he was going into this, he was PFF rank 190.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be 190 now.
No.
Wait till next week when they update those rankings. He ain't 190 anymore.
Well, and wait till the receivers run. I mean, this class. What is it? Most people have between 13 and 16 in their top 100 or wide receivers. I mean, unless somebody just goes out and shits the bed when they're running. Like, see, to me, like Carnell Tate. I mean, if he runs 4.5s, he's the first wide receiver off the board. Or 4.45. If he runs 4.51, 4.52, I'm not backing off drafting him because he's 6'3". He's a monster.
Big dude, yeah.
I'm just not trading up to get him. But I'm
ecstatic
if I can get him, when he falls.
Sure.
What do you do with Caleb Banks? Tested really, really well. He's got a reputation for taking plays off, though.
Really? I never heard that.
Yeah.
He does.
Yep.
Wow.
He's a beast, and he doesn't have much stats from Florida. With that physical, size and everything else. And then he didn't finish, right? He didn't do all the drills. So he said his ankle hurt, or his cleats were bothering him. So that's got NFL scouts saying, well, what the fuck's wrong with him now? Pulling something else now.
He ran a 5.05 at 327 pounds or whatever it was.
He killed it.
Yeah, I got it right here. 5.04, 32 vert, 9.6 broad, and a 1.76 10-yard split.
Hell, that vertical limb probably about blew them fucking souls clean out of their shoes.
Yeah.
327 pounds. You get that coming back down from 32 inches.
He had a 9.86 RAS score.
That's crazy. Talent's there.
I see somebody was asking why we don't like Drew Aller. For me, it's because I have eyes.
Your camera's really focusing in on him.
Yes.
The mental gymnastics you and Trent are going to have to pull if the Steelers draft Drew Aller. I'm just going to sit back.
Oh, I don't have to pull shit. I'm just going to wait for him to throw the ball, Dave. All he has to do is throw the ball.
He'll throw the ball well in the combine, whether or not.
And And if we
Doesn't-
draft him, I'm gonna let him get into his fucking spring. Okay, we're gonna see all the videos from camp of pick sixes going the other fucking direction. I'll be like, yeah, this is exactly what we were talking about.
Let me ask you a couple questions. Would you rather have him in the third, him in the fourth, or Nussmeier in the
guy.
second?
Nussmeier.
In the second.
And
Not
the
even
second-
close. It's not. Yes, not even a.
Neither one of
debate.
those
No way.
guys.
No
Drew
way.
Aller has no business
way.
being a part of the conversation. If he's not 6'5",
But he is.
237
But he is.
pounds. But that's the point.
If
If
I
he
wasn't
doesn't
5'9", I'd
look
be in the
like
NBA.
that,
What are you talking about? He is
but if he doesn't
6'5".
look that way, he's not even in the conversation to get
Look, Dave,
drafted. Dave,
He might be 5'4", so he doesn't qualify. Okay.
listen. I'm
Anyway,
just saying. But if
like,
you watch the dude throw, if he's not 6'5" and 237 pounds, he's not even in a conversation to be drafted this year.
Look.
This is all based on his physical tools. That's it.
I didn't
yeah.
see it. I didn't see it with them either. I didn't. He's got the physical traits, absolutely. But I didn't.
That's
see
the
it.
thing.
I didn't see it with him at Penn State. I didn't see it. I didn't see anything to really show me much. However, they're meeting with him. Everybody under the fucking moon in Pittsburgh is talking about him. Now they're talking about how he has better traits than Simpson.
Oh,
There's all kinds of smoke coming from Pittsburgh media about this now.
He's got better
got me
physical
really-
skills.
It's got me uber
Of course he
paranoid.
does.
What if,
He's
what
got-
if
Go ahead,
what-
Bob.
I was gonna say, what if you had a guy who was, say, 6'7", 240, really mobile, could move around, 2 inches taller than Aller, and can move around and threw for more yards and more touchdowns than Aller did.
Runs
Who are
a
you talking about?
4.5. Runs about a
What did I
4.5
say?
40, 4.55.
Who are we talking about? I'm
Played
drawing a
for
blank.
Arkansas.
Oh, Jaden Green.
I'm
did I-
not talking about him, but I would definitely take Jalen Green over Drew Aller. I'm talking about Paxton fucking Lynch. Okay,
Oh, Jesus.
that's my comp for Drew
Paxton
Aller.
Lynch wasn't anywhere near as mobile as him.
Hey.
Paxton Lynch was a statue.
Oh, you had
Yeah.
me for a
That's
minute,
it.
Bob, and then you went back to Lynch, and I'm out.
What did I say something about fucking Aller in the fourth? I thought one of you did.
I said Aller in the fourth
said
or
Aller in the-
Nussmeier in the second. Which
Oh,
one
I
would
thought
you
you
rather?
said third. I thought you said in the third.
He changed
No, I don't
it.
think he's
I
going
wouldn't
in the
even.
fourth.
I still wouldn't
I'm
even
just-
care then. If it's in the
Shower,
fourth,
that's
I'd still take
Dave.
Nuss.
You're getting us confused. That's Dave. I'm David.
That's the world famous DMC.
World
three.
famous.
So what is he trying to
just
say? Aller's
refer to
going
him as
before that?
world famous DMC.
Because Aller's not getting out of the fourth round.
He's not getting out of
that's-
the fourth round.
If
I agree with that part.
I'm
So-
lucky to get into the fourth round. When he throws, it's all going to go right out the window.
He's going to throw fine in the combine, dude. He's going to
Well,
put
we'll
on a
see.
show. He's going
I'm
to go
not
down.
ready to say. I'm not ready to
at the
say that yet,
combine.
Dave. We don't know. We don't know how healthy he is.
I-
We don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
He's-
willing to. I'm
he's
willing to
fine.
predict Will Howard will have had a better combine than Drew Eller.
I don't remember Will Howard's combine. to be honest.
Disagree.
Will
I
Howard's
disagree.
combine was awful.
Yeah, he's definitely not. Drew Aller's going to kill this thing. Now,
Aller
look,
has all of
if-
the freaking tools to throw the
Yeah.
ball and light this thing up. I said this in our group chat not long ago. I said Aller is going to look exactly like these fucking other guys, Anthony Richardson included. He's going to light the combine up because he has the big cannon arm, and he's going to make everything look great.
And let me
But
just
the
say, the
problem- the
combine was
problem is-
not Howard's fault, Bob. He didn't have his wide receivers from Ohio State.
Exactly.
that helps. That doesn't.
That's not his fault. Okay.
Look, and I'm not saying Drew Aller's going to be a great NFL player or not, but I'd rather bet on his traits than get some 6'1" fucking Nussmeier who throws a bunch of interceptions and take him 2 rounds earlier. No.
So if he's 4
That's
inches,
Second.
Nussmeier's
That's why
not going in
Nussmeier.
this
Yes,
second.
he is going in the second.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he
Nussmeier?
is.
The
Yeah.
second.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Everyone at the combine's got a hard on for him. Oh, he's so smart in the room. He's throwing the ball much better than he did before. It was everyone else's fault. It's not Nussmeier's fault.
Was he
I
an
already-
A+ draft pick? That's all I
That's
need to know.
It's coming, Bob. When they draft him in a second,
Bro,
Horrible
there's
to say,
no
they
way
put
I
that
want the
thing.
Steelers taking that kid in the second. No.
I don't
Like,
either,
you
but
got
I'm
the
telling
same
you,
thing,
that's a
right, Trent?
done deal. He's going in the second round.
yeah, everyone's all a flutter about him. I
Seriously,
don't get it.
second round for Nussmeier.
Done
get it.
deal. There may not be a safer pick to fucking predict right now than Nussmeier going in the second round.
Somebody's gonna.
It's a done deal.
Father's a
Here it
head
is.
coach.
Did they measure him?
Greg,
Is he really 6'1"? Because that's the number one thing.
That's tomorrow, I think. Oh, is it today? Tomorrow. Tomorrow they're gonna measure.
If he comes in at 5'11", kiss that fucking goodbye.
Yeah, but I don't think he's that short. He's
Hey,
over 6 foot.
Greg here. Coach Mike's going to coach it. Coach Mike.
Well. I mean, he's got a better shot than Tomlin and Artie did last year. That's for sure. Or
At
Matt
this point,
Canada.
is there any quarterback Mike McCarthy doesn't fucking like?
Yeah, true. They say he likes everybody. He likes Will
He doesn't
Howard.
like
He
Mason.
the offseason.
He don't like Mason.
Well, Mason. Yeah.
My dude, he don't like him at all.
Nobody likes Mason. He's not even on the team. Let's just call it for what it is.
Like,
Mason
hey,
is done.
Coach Mike, what do you think of who you got in the quarterback room now? And he just goes, well, we got Will Howard, and he's going to be a great, and it's like, wait, you skipped Mason. He does it every time. So
Let me just go on the record. I don't want him to draft a quarterback at all in this draft, period.
Me either.
I'd rather them just skip it.
Agreed.
Run it back with Will Howard and Aaron.
mock
Bring
drafts
Skylar
look
Thompson back into
way better when they don't draft a quarterback. If you look at mocks where we haven't drafted a quarterback, like whenever I do one or when you guys do one, we don't draft one till say 6th, 7th round or not at all, the mocks look 10 times better.
Yeah. If you want to do Jalen Green in the 7th or whatever,
right?
For the kid from Arkansas, that's fine.
Green. Or Sawyer Robertson.
Cole.
Cole, that's a guy I wouldn't mind them taking a shot on.
Yeah.
Cole
Palmer.
the
North Dakota State
Cole
kid.
Palmer, yeah. 6th, 7th round, yeah, I'm fine with that. But nobody in the first 5 rounds, please.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even the 5th. If you told me, okay, Drew Aller's sitting there in the 5th, and you take a flyer on him, okay, I hate Drew Aller, but
so you're
okay.
5th
all right, yeah, maybe the 5th, maybe 5th, 6th round.
And see, I agree because we know they're interested, so we don't want these idiots to fucking take him in like
you could get lucky.
So they do 5th, then I'm like, okay, for the Steelers, that's good. Usually you dumb a dumb fucking thing and you take him in like the 2nd, 3rd. So yeah, we're good.
You could get lucky. The kid could work out somehow. Miracles happen.
And we do where
it would be a fucking miracle because I mean,
you guys hate Drew Aller so much.
JJ McCarthy was a better college quarterback than Drew fucking Aller, and look what he's doing in the NFL. They wouldn't even let him throw a pass in the second half.
I don't want to argue about Drew Aller too long, but I just keep going back to his wide receivers. His coach was horrendous.
Here's the important thing.
He was also horrendous, though, Dave. He was horrendous.
Here's the.
I told you guys that kid's undraftable.
It's Ohio State
to me.
Yeah, with
him. I watched the guy.
He's undraftable.
I won't go. I won't say undraftable because
he's not undraftable.
Because he has traits, he's not undraftable.
If he's 6'2", 209 with the same exact traits,
but he's
that
not
fucking kid is But you're just taking him.
Taylor Green doesn't run.
I'm big and I'm strong.
Either, but they have that.
He's gonna run like a 4.8 40. He's not even fast. He's not mobile. That kid is not nearly as mobile as advertised.
Wait, you don't think Aller's mobile?
No, he's not as mobile as advertised.
He ran a lot, bro. Like, what do you?
But he's not.
The hate is enveloping him right now, Corum.
I know.
I'm saying Patrick Mahomes is probably more mobile than Drew Aller.
I can see the darkness in him as it just fills up.
It's closing in now.
All right, look at there's only 3 teams Drew Aller can be successful for, and that's the Chargers, the Packers, and the Steelers. And it's because, to quote Deadpool, one of my favorite movies, we wear the yellow pants. So when he pisses his pants on the field, nobody will know.
Bob.
All right, let's move on from Drew Aller.
All right, yeah, we
before I go on a tirade about.
We gotta go. Let's do con. Let's do con.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the let me get the grades up here.
Let's give us some time because we gotta hash through this. It's gonna take a while.
God, it's already 8:00. Fuck.
Hold on, I'm sharing the scorecard. So when you do your grade, I'm gonna throw the number up for what it is. So if it's an A, you'll get a 4. Regular grading system, and we'll say for the end what the overall GPA is for Omar Khan.
All right. So for salary cap management, what are we talking about? Is free agent signings? Is that you got a free agent?
just cap management. That's the job of a general manager, is to make sure that you don't do any stupid fucking contracts.
Okay. Well, he gets an F for that. TJ Watt. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. He gave us
he gets an F.
He gave a 31-year-old broken down edge rusher $40 million a year. That's F.
All right. So for me, I agree. The $40 million contract doesn't look great. He definitely overpaid for Patrick Queen, or at least I feel that way. However, he did figure out a way to keep Cam happy so he can feed his kids.
He did. I'll give him credit for that one. Yeah. Give him a 1 because that was actually a good
Corliss Waitman ended up being a bargain compared to Johnson.
Well,
So
he signed Johnson, so you can't give him that one.
He held
Yes,
the
you
fuck out
can.
of that
they
ball.
cut Johnson, so I can.
Well, he signed Johnson to a freaking $6
And he
million
realized
deal
he's
for a
an idiot
punter.
for doing it and tried to make up for it. So
All right.
all right. Okay.
All right.
The Metcalf was only $11 million cap hit this year.
This year.
So-
It balloons up, though.
So
I don't know
well,
if you want to just.
we're talking about 25, Dave, not 26. Anyways,
We're talking about the contract he signed in 25.
we're talking about 25. Don't you worry about 26 yet. We'll review that next year. Don't you worry about that.
Give him a 0 now.
Anyways,
I'm just kidding.
has 16 mil left in cap space to make a move. So I gave him a B.
A B.
A B.
Jesus H. Christmas, you guys.
I'll go. Okay, so as far as cap management goes, I mean, look, Patrick Queen, we've all talked about. Oh, it's a terrible contract, but there's only 1 year left. So if we have to eat it this year, we still got $44 million of cap space. Jalen Ramsey, we traded for a terrible contract, but he's probably going to restructure it, and if not, they'll figure it out.
We got trades. We're doing a whole separate one on trades.
Yeah, well, but what I'm saying is, as far as cap management, Omar has not hamstrung himself with any contract except TJ Watt. It was a mistake to pay him that much, but let's face it, the entire fan base, the owner, the fucked up idiot who quit on the team, coach, they all wanted it. So he's kind of stuck. But bottom line is, he's general manager. He's responsible for the contract and the cap management. So I am also giving him the dreaded B.
Wow. He could run over your mother and you'd give him a B.
On cap management, he's pretty good. I would have given him an A if he didn't sign TJ.
You give him B for style points. Go ahead, Trent.
We have a whole new reason why we're going to get banned from YouTube. All right. I think there's a number of things that we can talk about here. So
I'm actually crying.
I know this is ridiculous. Somehow I'm going to be serious and actually say something semi-smart. So we're not going to say anything smart at all. We're just going to keep this thing going. Darius Slay. I mean, that
Well, I didn't even bring up that.
That turns out to be a horrible contract. You go into
Zero.
a season where you have no safety outside of Deshaun Elliott. Jalen Ramsey probably overpaid, even though we gave him a new contract. Jonathan Smith overpaid, even though we gave him a new contract. TJ Watt overpaid. So we gave him a new contract. However, the saving grace for Khan and this, why I'm not giving him a worse grade, is that we're in a pretty semi-strong situation right now going into the next season. A season where you're trying to really build your roster out before you get the franchise quarterback. I think we're in a decent spot here, and you have plenty of room for draft picks to sign all those guys. You have plenty of room to bring in free agents, to bolster the roster and try to complete the roster. I'm going straight down the middle on this one and giving him a C because some bad contracts last year. There's still some bad contracts on the books right now going into this season, but we have plenty of cap space to kind of work around some of these things.
All right, I'll tell you what. Bump mine up to a 2 because I just remembered he signed Jalen Warren to a pretty club-friendly deal. 2 years,
Ooh,
$12
Yeah.
million.
Really?
That was a good contract. So I'll bump him up. I'll give him a 2.
Yeah. The Aaron deal wasn't that bad either, honestly.
No, Aaron Deal was
mean,
fine. The Aaron
yeah.
Deal was fine. All right.
This one should be fun.
Agency. Let me give you the list of free agency signed. Kenneth Gainwell, Brandon Eccles, Darius Slay, Malik Harrison, Ben Skoranek, Daniel Ukele, Juan Thornhill, Esezi Tomeo, Calvin Anderson, Robert Woods, remember him? Re-signed him. Chuck Clark, Andres Pete, Julius Peppers, MVS, Asante Samuel, and Adam Thielen. How you feeling about that group?
There's some definite hits in there.
Gainwell was a home run.
Yeah, Gainwell.
Gainwell was a home run.
Um,
So you cancel out Slay and Gainwell. Slay was a disaster and Gainwell was a home run.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the easiest way to say this is the big swings were misses.
Yeah.
And the smaller pieces that actually build out a roster were absolute home runs in a lot of ways.
Yeah, Brendan Eccles.
Eccles, man, he
Eccles
played
was-
way above what we
Yeah.
expected
Eccles
going
was
into
Yeah.
this. Hell, I talked about that dude being a cut candidate early.
Yep.
I thought he was definitely getting cut, and he turned out to play pretty decent. I mean, Gainwell, who the hell thought he was going to turn into what he was? I liked the signing at the time, and then the usage was pissing me the fuck off, and I wanted him the hell out of town. And then all of a sudden, he's like one of our best players on offense.
Clark and Thornhill were awful though.
They
Yep.
were terrible.
Awful.
They were terrible. So that's what I'm saying. Like this, some of the guys who were starters, the starters were really bad as signings. I'm giving them a D because the starters outweigh the depth pieces.
I also gave him a D.
Yeah. I gave him a D too.
Shocked.
I give him a C because you can't
Also
discount
shocked.
you can't discount the fact that Gainwell ended up being the team MVP, although he shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
You can't discount the fact that Eccles was really, really good till he got hurt. I wouldn't classify Chuck Clark as awful, just terrible. Thornhill was fucking awful. Darius Slay was fucking awful. So, all in all, overall, yeah, I could see why you do D, but ultimately, not to mention the fact you signed Gainwell and Eccles for nothing. Nothing.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Trades. I'll read you the 3 trades that I found. We traded 4 DK Metcalf and gave up a 2nd-round pick.
Oh yeah.
We traded GP away for a 3rd. He traded Minka away for Ramsey and Jonnu Smith, and he got Kyle Duggar for a pick swap. Gave up a 7th, got a 6th back for Kyle Duggar. Those are the 4 major trades he made last year.
I see. Are we taking
Who wants to
contract out of this? Is it just the trade? Because that's going to factor into this with the DK part.
Just
No,
put
it's
Dave
all part
down
of
for
the-
just put Dave down for an F. Give him a 0 points.
Yes.
Like that's coming. So
Yeah, big fat
get
0.
that out of the way.
Big fat 0. The Miami the Minka trade was a disaster. You can't paint it any other way. It's a disaster.
See, I argue it's just a wash. See, I
Wait a
don't think
minute.
it's a disaster. I think it's a wash.
Yeah, I was going to say, how can you say that was a disaster? What the fuck
Because-
did Minka Fitzpatrick do?
You traded for Jalen Ramsey to be a shutdown corner, and he wasn't. He was a disaster at outside corner. So you moved him to play the position that Minka played and played better. He's a better free safety than Jalen Ramsey. So it's a disaster.
Khan said they didn't have a position for him. They didn't know how to use him.
Who? Jalen Ramsey?
At
Yeah.
the beginning of the season, they said they were going to move him.
They put him on the
around.
outside. He was no good.
When they put him outside, it didn't go. I agree with that, but like,
It's a disaster.
but he still did safety just fine. He did fine.
Fine.
So
He was getting lit
I
up.
just think it's a wash because it ain't like Minka was the best safety in the league. So
He's pretty good. He was Minka.
okay, what are you
What you
doing
should-
with the Steelers? Not a fucking thing. So
And
doesn't-
what do you do in Miami? Not a fucking thing.
so it's
He
He
played
had
good
a
safety.
pretty goddamn good season.
He had a good season.
I ain't
he
gonna
had,
On a
he had,
shitty
he had,
defense.
he had an all right season. Like but he didn't like light the world on fire. So I don't know.
He didn't have
to
the
me-
turnovers, but he played good.
So you
Yeah,
mean it was basically more of the same for the last 3 years?
He was better
Anyways.
there than here.
All right, we'll spend an hour on
Sorry.
Minka.
Go ahead.
The Duger thing. Duger in the beginning looked like a great trade. Had the pick 6, had another interception. Like it looked great. Then it was like somebody just shut him off, and it just turned to a disaster at the end. So again, partial of the time with the Steelers, he did really good, and part of the time he didn't. Really sucked. He waited till the end to disappear. To the point where I think they went back to Clark at safety, right?
Yeah, they did. They wouldn't play him in the
So-
playoffs.
Not great. The whole Metcalf thing, like I brought up the whole how he only had to pay him $11 million for the season, only talking about 25 strictly. But I don't know, man. Like 2nd-round
That's a
pick,
cop out.
what 5-year, 100 and what was it, 150 million?
And everybody
And-
thought that was an A trade when it happened.
Yeah, but nobody really realized who DK was. And I'll give you credit, Bob. You're the one that said it. He wasn't a number 1 guy. We were all kind of excited at the shiny new toy, and it turned out to be he's not a number 1 guy. And you paid number 1 salary and draft capital for.
On a
and you didn't get
contract on a contract they could technically, if they want to be dicks, get out of.
Well, they could have. I think that
They still
passed,
can.
right?
They're acting like they still can.
Well,
Like
I don't know about that.
They're saying because that's why he's such a good trade option right now, because they still apparently can void some of that money in a trade because of what he did.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but I went with the C. Nothing was so impactful that it helped the team win as much, and a lot of things just didn't go the other way as much either. It was all in the middle. It was either a little good or a little bad. It was no other way. So I know that the George Pickens thing is a huge thing for you, Dave.
Yeah, we're not going to even bring we're never going to agree on that, so it's pointless to even argue about it.
I get it from your point of view. I just need you to get it from our point of view of why the trade happened. But yeah, I want to see.
So I'll give him a B for the DK trade. I give him a C for the Minka trade, which could still turn into a B if Ramsey restructures. I give him an A for the Pickens trade, and I give him a C minus. So overall, I'd say C plus B minus. So to balance out Dave 0, I'm going to give him a B. But yeah, I mean, I think I mean, from a trade perspective, you traded Minka for two guys who were Pro Bowl, All Pro type players. He didn't know Jonnu Smith was going to fall the fuck apart.
It's his job to know. When he trades for players, it's his job to know what they're going to do.
When you trade one broken down player for two Pro Bowlers, that's a pretty good trade. All you can do is look at it on paper. Yeah, I mean, but when he made the trade, it was a good fucking trade. 2 for 1, and I got 2 Pro Bowlers back. You know,
you didn't get 2 Pro Bowlers back. You got 2 guys that barely. One guy was horrendous, and the other one couldn't play the position you wanted him to play.
Before Ramsey pulled his hamstring, he was arguably our best defender.
We were pointing out him getting burned in the Jets game week 2. Come on.
He didn't get burned. Garrett Wilson caught a pass with him draped all over him. It was just a good play.
The Seattle game was the one we talked about him getting burned a lot.
Yeah, that
maybe it was the Seattle game.
Yeah.
All right, Trent, what'd you give it?
I'm going to go with a C. I don't put as much of the DK trade on Omar Khan, more so on the fact that Aaron Rodgers didn't want to hold the ball to utilize his strengths, nor did we have anybody surrounding DK that could actually help him not be double in triple coverage.
Omar, which is Omar's fault.
We're on the trades, Dave. We're not on free agency.
You're making excuses for his trade not going over well, Trent.
But I'm saying, listen, the player. Okay, so did DK Metcalf, yes or no, did he have good seasons before he got to Pittsburgh? Was he a decent receiver? Does he have potential to be a number one receiver?
Was he ever?
He was the number one receiver in Seattle for years. They had fucking Tyler goddamn Lockett. I mean, who outplayed him until DK started maturing, and then Tyler got older. Who the hell was the other receiver there that was going to be the number one? It was DK. Everybody game planned for DK Metcalf. I don't care what you call it. He's your number one when the defense game plans against you.
What's he going to do when he's triple covered? I mean, to be honest,
there's nothing you can do when you're in that situation. Nothing. George Pickens just went from what he was, which, let's be honest, DK was on the same fucking pace if he does not get suspended. Same pace as George Pickens.
Again.
Now, almost to the T.
Again, you're making excuses for a bad trade.
But
that was a great trade. It was a great trade.
He's a volatile guy that is always on the verge of being suspended his whole career. And guess what? He got suspended.
Not DK. Come on.
DK has always
he's led the league in personal fouls a couple of times.
Been a guy who goes to the edge and will get a personal foul, but he's never been a guy who's on the verge of a suspension from the NFL.
The thing about DK that I didn't realize was the drops. I didn't realize he was that kind of guy where he has I did not. And that's where I was like, oh. And I was like, I wonder how bad this will hurt the team. And, well, guess what?
I thought the thing I thought we were going to do with DK Moore that we did not which I'm putting this more on Mike Tomlin and Arthur Smith than Omar
Yeah.
Khan. Omar doesn't game plan, right? When DK came out of the slot and had one-on-one opportunities, crossing route type stuff, slant route type stuff, like when he got open, a lot of his big plays came from underneath stuff. We didn't utilize that nearly enough. If you put some guys around him, you can utilize those tools. Then he starts to look like a number one receiver, even with the drops. So I'm not nailing him to the cross, so to speak, because of that trade, just because DK didn't perform how we wanted him to. That's also coaching. That's not the GM. They don't put him in that position to succeed or fail. I mean, like, I get it. He didn't bring in other wide receivers. Did they overestimate what Roman Wilson was? Probably. They thought he was the number 2 this year, and the fucker didn't even get a hat for the last 5 weeks. That can be Aaron Rodgers. You can throw Mike Tomlin on the bus. You can say it's Omar Khan. That's great. But the trade itself, I'm still judging based on the trades. And I agree with Bob to some degree. I mean, I thought Minka was probably the best of the 3 in that trade. But you came off a guy having 88 catches as a tight end. Whose fault is it that the dude doesn't know how to play fucking tight end? Is it maybe our fault? The guy went from a Pro Bowl to a fucking bum.
Yeah.
But then, you see, this is the thing you guys do. Use that logic to protect the Steelers players. But when I tell you George Pickens went to another team and played better because he had better coach. Oh, no, but he wouldn't have done that here. You talk out of both sides.
Well, no,
Wait,
no,
what?
hold on.
He wouldn't have done it here. The talent was already. Nobody's
part,
arguing he didn't have the talent to do it, though, Dave.
The worst part of all of it, you guys killed George Pickens for being this guy, a bad guy, and he's always getting fined.
He is a bad guy.
Yeah, like he's bad, dude.
All right, how many games did he get suspended for this year?
He got fined 8 times by the Cowboys. 8 times he got fined.
How many times
for being late?
And
for being late and missing meetings.
Okay, what's worse?
Getting the dog upset. Stop.
Okay, what's worse? Getting fined for being late for meetings or punching a fan in the face and missing 2 games? I'll wait.
Yeah,
nobody's going to make that excuse.
Pickens about why he couldn't be here. The guy you traded for his work.
Locker room. He wasn't a cancer in the locker room. He wasn't
he almost
always
cost you the
constantly
playoffs.
late to meetings and games. Like there's a difference in how that went down. The players wanted George Pickens gone.
Yes.
The coaching staff wanted him.
We don't know that for sure.
Like
we don't
know. We do know it.
We do know that for sure.
What player? Tell me the player.
All of them, Dave.
All of them. Okay, all of them.
I
never read one comment.
Damn near everyone in that locker room wanted George Pickens out the door.
I don't believe that.
I mean,
I'm sure there were players.
Pat Fryermuth wanted him gone. Cam Hayward wanted him gone.
Did you ever see Cam Hayward say that out loud?
I was told before the season ended.
No.
By 2 people who were in the fucking locker room as reporters that the whole team wanted George Pickens gone.
I don't know about that.
And I listened to several podcasts where the media said that too.
I never said
Fryermuth did pretty publicly come out.
They said they were not going to reveal who, but those players wanted him gone.
Yeah.
But those players didn't have the guts to say it out loud.
Fryermuth did
do that. They're never going to do that.
Think
Dave.
about it.
Come on.
How many players come out publicly and go, "Yeah, I want him"?
If he's that much of a problem,
they're not going to do it.
Call him out.
They're not. They take it. They take it to the head coach. The head coach takes it to the GM. The GM makes the trade. It's over. That's how it works in the NFL. You know that.
It's just crazy to me. You guys, you defend DK Metcalf to the end, and he almost cost them the season.
He definitely fucked up too. He fucked up just as much. He fucked up way worse than I ever thought he ever would have done.
But it's also a different kind of fuck up. He wasn't a cancer.
You can't.
He wasn't a cancer. He's not a cancer in that locker room to those players, which is the most important fucking thing in football.
No, the most important thing in football is producing on the field,
you can't have a
which
cancer like that in the locker room.
All right, so DK punched a fan, gets suspended.
Oh, no big deal. No,
okay, no. It's not no big deal. But let's draw. Hold on there, Dave. Let's draw some straight lines here. Let's draw a straight line to George Pickens fighting with somebody during a Hail Mary instead of concentrating on catching the ball. Let's draw a straight line for I've been injured for 3 weeks and I'm coming back off the injury report and showing up late to the Christmas Day game where we're going to
but showed up
an hour late. He showed up after the point of where you could actually designate him as an injured player and keep him out of the game. If he went in warm-ups and he couldn't play, they had no choice.
Well, and then when he did get in the game, and the world famous DMC3 had a good seat for this.
I did.
He didn't play. He ran out on the field and just half-assed his routes to the point that Russell fucking Wilson had to call him out. I mean, would I rather have the guy who punches the fan or quits on the team and doesn't show up and doesn't try?
Of course,
I'd rather have the guy who punches the fan. Well, I don't want either one of them, to be honest with you. But
I forgot about how he took plays off, where he would just walk. He wouldn't even try to.
Dude, that guy. He
did the same shit in
career
Dallas.
Was almost ruined by this team, and I'm not sticking up for all the shit he did, because obviously some of the shit he did was indefendable. But they almost cost him the career with the freaking Kenny Pickett, Matt Canada, Russell Wilson. All this time when this kid's supposed to be heading towards his free agency, and they destroyed his value practically. If he doesn't get traded to Dallas,
well, Dallas kept his value, and he still ain't got fucking paid.
Yeah. If
you don't think he's going to get paid this year, you're crazy.
He ain't getting paid.
He's getting franchised.
He's franchise tagged. They'll get stuck. He's going to request a trade. This is going to be a fucking nightmare.
And he'll get traded, and he'll get a big contract. Guys, you can't ignore the fact that he's a second.
I don't know. He might not. He might like it in Dallas. He might not. He might not cause this.
He's not going to sign a franchise tag.
Money. You don't think he'll sign it?
You can't ignore the fact that he's a second leading receiver in the league with double-digit touchdowns.
Great.
You just can't.
And he did. He was so happy there that he showed up late all the time.
All right, let's go to the draft. Like I said, I didn't want to bring this up.
One more GP comment, and then we'll go to the draft. The most surprising thing about George Pickens isn't that he didn't punch a fan. It's that DMC3 didn't run to the field to punch him in the face.
He paid a lot of money for those fucking tickets.
You will run your routes, Pickens. You will run your routes.
Killing me, dude. Killing me. Can you run a route? I paid $1,000. Can we run a route, please? Jeez.
All right. Let me roll the draft picks. Derek Harmon, Caleb Johnson in the third, Jack Sawyer, Yaya Black, Will Howard, Carson Bruner, Dante Kent. Let me ask you this. Is this his worst? Not that it's bad, but if you compare all three of his drafts, is this the worst of the three? Yes. Right?
I think so.
It is. I think it is too.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
Like, of how many players had an impact in 25? Yeah. I think so.
Well, hold on. Go ahead, Trent.
No, I was going to say, if it's weighted.
What do you mean by weighted?
I mean, positional value by ranking, the round that they're in. I mean, you could make an argument that because of the miss on Broderick Jones, that was the worst, but there's so many other really big
I didn't think of that actually.
Throughout that you could also say that they overtake the miss. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But in this one, to have no second round pick and then you miss
on the third.
Completely.
Third. Yeah, literally, that's what I have here.
And you drafted an edge in the fourth, which you didn't need.
Yep.
You didn't need
but see, this is where I'm going to bitch. You knew you were getting rid of George Pickens and didn't get a wide receiver. That's the part that makes me the angriest. Is like, dude, you knew you were getting rid of Pickens, and you still did not take a wide receiver. And you can argue be in the first or in the third or in the fourth, because there were still guys, I think even still in the fourth, right? Bob, didn't you have a guy in the fourth who ended up doing decent?
There were guys in the fourth that they could have taken.
That is the most mind-boggling thing out of all this. I gave him a C. Because I like Harmon, and I 3 or 4 fourth-round pick actually was impactful towards the end there. And I thought Bruner was good on special teams. Yeah, Black was, sometimes he had an okay game, sometimes he didn't. But I just went with the C because just the fact that you did not draft a wide receiver and then the KJ pick is just horrible to me. So yeah, I would C.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a C too. Harmon's going to be good. The rest of the draft, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Trent.
I was going to say Harmon absolutely has the potential to be a star.
Mm-hmm.
You could see it. It's there. and there's development that needs to take place. I don't think he was as good as some of the stat line shows when we talk about when he's in the lineup, the yards per game in the rushing game drops to here.
I mean, that was
He
legit,
helped.
I guess, but
He helped that, but it wasn't him per se. He did his job as a 3-4 guy as well as you probably expected a rookie to do.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't out there just making play after play. He was what Cam Hayward
He was
is
competent
at this point, right? But he did well enough to where he held his own. He stood his ground. He made some plays as a rookie. He went through the bumps and bruises.
the problem was whoever was behind him was terrible. So it made it look a lot worse.
It looked a lot better than it probably should have been.
Yeah.
What was the average?
KJ thing?
196 something yards per game without him, but a 90 something with him.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it was dramatic.
that's a
crazy
97-yard difference.
It was dramatic.
It was nuts. I think the biggest thing for me, I know I went to bat for KJ all offseason. I thought he would be the starting running back because he fit that scheme so well. I knew he was a volume back, and I thought if he won the starting job, he was going to get the volume carries. Didn't turn out, right? But going into the season, I did not want a running back in the first 4 rounds. I said that every single time I talked. I never wanted a running back. Why in the hell did you go into the season needing wide receiver, knowing Jalen Warren's in the room, and you draft a running back in the 3rd round? Never made sense to me. As much
Running
as
back
I
and
really
edge.
actually liked him.
Running back and edge in the 3 and 4 is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Yes, and I was critical of Jack Sawyer's draft pick, and I love Jack.
Shocked.
Like he got drafted by the Buckeyes. He came up as a Buckeye. Like this was not a portal guy for us. Like I loved watching that kid grow up in that system, but I didn't want him on the team. We didn't need a fucking edge 4. We did not even need edge 4 in the 4th round. Like, come on. Like, there's better picks. Torrey Horton, Bob's guy.
Yeah.
He was right there.
That's who it was,
A.O. Manor was right there. There was options to add that would have been way more needed in that pick.
Yeah.
I get it. Like position.
It was a weird draft. It was a weird
come
draft.
Come on, man. You gotta do better.
Well,
I'm giving this a D.
Remember what we were talking about heading into that draft? They were overreacting to the ass whooping the Ravens gave them in the playoffs.
Oh, 1,000%.
Running
we
over
all called
running,
it. We called they're going to draft 2 defensive line. We knew that.
So it was Harmon. It was Black. It was even Sawyer to an extent because he's a run-stopping, linebacker.
Yeah, you're right.
That was all overreactions to getting, run over by the Ravens.
I still think the Black pick was phenomenal. I'm gonna stick by that. That was a phenomenal pick.
5th round.
5th round.
Yeah.
If that kid learns to play with leverage, he could turn into a stud defensive nose tackle, defensive tackle. Like he could go either direction with it. He could turn into a stud.
Yeah. So I mean, and you look at it, you're killing him for Sawyer, and I killed him for Sawyer before the season because Torrey Horton was there. But it turned out he was kind of right. They ended up needing Sawyer, and he played a lot better than I thought he was going to play. I did not think he was going to be a good. He has shown if you can find out how to dump TJ, we got 3 edge rushers on the team right now who are competent, really good. Herbig's really good. Alex is really good. And Sawyer is probably a low-end 3rd string edge. I think he's the best 4th string edge in the league. So I'm not going to crush him for that. Overall, I mean, they missed on the 3rd for the 2nd year in a row. I think the coaching had a big influence on who we took with Roman Wilson and Caleb Johnson. I just do. So, I give him a B- for this draft. I think last year was an A, and in his first year because of Broderick, you got to grade that a C.
Damn, B-.
Yeah, I think this is his second of the. Last year was 1. This year's 2. Broderick is, and remember Broderick at that draft 2nd through 5th. Oh my God! I mean, all those guys are going to get a 2nd contract. Spencer Anderson probably going to get a 2nd contract.
He could.
All right.
So let's reveal what our overall GPAs were here.
Oh, colors.
Oh, color coded.
That's a little high for me. Jesus. Can we go back?
Dave wants out.
You're higher than Trent?
No,
Nope.
no. I'm a hair below Trent.
Oh,
Dave,
okay. I can't read. Sorry.
DMC, we're gonna need you to lay off the purple drink, okay, right now. Like,
I know 2.75. See, I graded him a C, a C plus.
Need my glasses on.
See, his fatal flaw for like the third year in a row is the wide receiver position. He has not fixed it since he got there, and it's killing the team.
I don't know that he didn't. He didn't fix it, or has he got coaches telling him? Hold on. Has he got coaches telling him we're good? We're good. We don't need a guy. We don't need a guy.
I actually did bring that up a while back.
The man's got eyes, right? The man has eyes. He can see what's on the fucking roster.
He thought DK Metcalf was an upgrade, and he didn't know the coaching staff wasn't going to fucking use him. They didn't.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I'm not 100% putting that on Con. He bears blame. But I bet it's 50-50.
What's he doing there?
It's 50-50. It's 50-50. Look, the team had a lot of holes. They decided to build from the inside out. Just like the guy who's running the drafts did in Philadelphia. They're building the trenches.
It's a good philosophy. That's fine.
I agree with that.
Spend something on a wide receiver. Do anything.
They got Ben fucking Skoranek, man.
Robert Woods, MVS.
I told you Woods would not make the team. I told you in training camp that he will not make the team. You were convinced he'd be the number 2 wide receiver. I told you he would. Just because you take a flyer on a guy in free agency doesn't mean he's a starter.
Was there anybody really better than him on the roster?
Yes.
Who?
Everyone, including Brandon
Robert
Johnson.
Woods was washed.
He was a practice squad guy for the Broncos.
I mean, I guess we're.
Hey,
Yeah.
going off those.
Go ahead, Dave.
Good.
I was just going to say, so going off those GPAs, I mean, have we come to the conclusion that Con was okay? There was nothing really special about Con.
Yeah.
If you look at our grades, it was below okay. And you
I'm
guys
just
gave
saying,
him
like,
C minuses, and I gave him a D. Bob gave him a B.
That's why I said C.
I gave him a C plus.
C plus.
There's another. Yeah. I'm just saying he's not nothing special. So like,
I
got you.
He's not, Bob.
No, I was just gonna say I don't think that this season had anything to do. We all at one point in the offseason thought maybe they're going all in. And they made that very, very apparent that they were not at the trade deadline. They did not go get the wide receiver at the trade deadline. This was all about setting up.
They tried. You guys told me they got outbid. You guys kept telling me.
They didn't.
We could have had.
They did not get outbid. That was the problem.
Players just chose not to go to them.
They chose not to go.
They
there.
literally
to get
just
the players, though, right? They were trying.
Well,
you know why? They heard about the 5 toilets in the locker room. They were like, "Yeah, I don't fucking think so."
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. But if they were going all in, they would have never gotten outbid or even equal bid. They went and got the guy that they wanted to add to the roster who could have made a run. They just knew they weren't trying to make a run. They were here to set this thing up.
You don't sign Aaron Rodgers and say you're not going for it. What are you signing Aaron Rodgers for then?
They signed him for $13 million. That wasn't – you weren't breaking the bank for a quarterback.
You sign a veteran guy like that because you want to win.
No, you go
because
get a guy
for $13 million.
That's all it requires.
And look, you saying – yeah, hold on. You saying Omar Khan's not that special because I gave him a C plus. We restricted this grading. We restricted this grading to this season only.
And that's what I'm talking about. He was not special this season.
You do not judge like a draft class. We're judging a draft class after 1 year. You don't do that. His draft class from Broderick is just now coming into a grade where you can really look back and say, how well did they really draft? You got to wait till the 5th year option pops up to really grade a draft class.
All right, take the draft out of it. The free agency wasn't good. The trades weren't good. He was average at best.
So the Joey Porter trade wasn't a master class?
But they were.
He made one good trade in his career. He did. He made one good trade.
Kenny Pickett?
What are you talking about?
He got rid of Kenny Pickett.
That
Saying he can't pick it. We got with that pick Herb Big.
Yeah, he
you
traded.
got a 4th round pick for Kenny Pickett. That's nothing special.
Was it Herbig?
Who did that 4th round pick turn into?
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Was it
Let's-
We
Herbig?
can stretch this any way you want, Bob.
Segue to this though, like, can we all agree that this is the offseason where you actually judge Con, because he set the entire 2025 season up for this offseason. We thought the quarterback class was going to be better than it turned out to be, but he did set this up where you can totally rebuild and reload this entire team. You got 12 picks, you got plenty of cap space, you have all the room to do everything you need to do. This is exactly, I keep saying it. I've said it three times now. This is the make or break year for Omar Khan. If he's going to be con artist, this is right now. This is when you do it. You want to trade for a wide receiver. You want to trade or go get the free agent safety, Jaquan Brisker, Cam Curl. You want to go get a corner in this draft. You want to get a corner in free agency. You want to load up at wide receiver and give the 11 personnel look that we really actually deserve on a team that in the recent 2000s have been throwing the ball more than running the ball like we used to grow up watching. He's kind of set everything up to be right here, right now, and then get the quarterback in next draft.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're running it back with Aaron Rodgers. You hired a 62-year-old coach. We're repeating last year.
But I get that. But if you're ready right now and you're a quarterback away and your quarterback is set up for next year's class, you load the roster up right now, because does anybody believe this roster is devoid of holes? We got fucking holes everywhere.
No, of course there is.
We got holes everywhere right now. If this year loads up this roster where it's solid and ready to go and you're a quarterback away, then you're one draft away from that quarterback, and you can fucking go all in on that quarterback. You can trade up anywhere you need to go.
Yeah,
because your roster is good. Next year you don't need anything, so you can take 2 firsts and go get the quarterback you want.
I'm just saying you can bang on Khan's roster and stuff and the years past all you want. He's been nailing drafts, and he's given himself room. He's outside of this year. I mean, you can't say he hasn't been nailing drafts. Come on, Dave. He's got quality players from the first 5 rounds in fucking almost every draft so far.
Yeah, I thought he did good in 23 and 24. 25
You've missed on some guys, right? That happens in every draft. But he's nailed most of the drafts. He and Weidel. Like, we're not going to give it all to Khan.
Thank you.
But it's set up right now to where if he nails this draft and this offseason, you're one quarterback away from real contention. And if he fucks it up, run the son of a bitch out of town, and I'm fine with that.
Well, they're not going to run.
That's where you're at. Yeah, but that's where you're at with him, right? I mean, as a fan base, that's where we should be at with him, because he set up all the comp picks. He knew who to let go of and who to go attack, and he missed on the guys that he went to attack, but he was doing it like you're dumpster diving for fucking free agents. Like you were going for the bargain bin and saying, hey, I hope Darius Slay at 35 years old can turn into the same guy he was 2 years ago. Didn't happen. But guess what? I still got my comp pick.
Yeah.
Like you didn't lose anything out of that. So
they didn't get a comp pick for. They didn't get a comp pick for Slay.
I thought they did.
They did for Dante Jackson.
Wait, I don't know. Actually, I don't think they did for Slay.
Dante Jackson.
They didn't get anything for Slay because
not Slay.
No, not for Slay. But because we signed Slay and let Dante Jackson.
Yeah, they didn't lose.
We got a comp pick for Dante Jackson.
Yeah, they didn't lose.
Had we gone a different direction, yes. So I'm saying that he set this whole thing up for right now.
And Dante Jackson went on to be top 3 corner per PFF in the league.
Yeah,
and
that's debatable. But
and look, let's just say let's get really creative here, because the one thing we know about Omar is there's a trade we do not see coming. He is going to pull off a trade somewhere in free agency before the draft where we go, how the fuck did we do that? When he got Joey Porter.
It's happening, Dave. It's happening.
Yeah.
I'm wondering where he's coming. We're getting this from. What are you talking about?
He traded. Nobody expected him to cut Pickett and trade for Justin Fields. Nobody expected that.
How'd that work out?
pretty fucking well. Did you see how Kenny Pickett did?
The
Fields
best
is
6
worse.
games of Justin Fields'
Fields is
career.
arguably worse than Pickett.
For us? For us.
Not for us.
Career.
Hey,
Well, yeah, but that
you're going to make the
actually-
argument Kenny Pickett is a better quarterback than Justin Fields?
They both suck. So what's the difference?
Oh God.
You want different levels of suck?
There's a trade there's a trade that we don't see coming. He's done it every offseason. And let me tell you this. If all of a sudden he does go crazy for wide receivers, then maybe that 50-50 split that I'm talking about where it's coaching and the GM.
Oh, there's no more excuses. You guys are out of it. You've wasted them all now.
Yeah, what if he trades DK
it's
for
over.
No.
What if he trades DK for Jalen Waddle, signs Alec Pierce, and
That's
drafts?
not going to happen, Bob. Now, what if I grew 6 inches and played in the NBA? It's not going to happen.
They've already said they're trying to trade for Waddle.
You're not trading DK for Waddle. Are you kidding me?
Why wouldn't you? You're upgrading.
We would. They wouldn't.
No, we're not upgrading. We're just trading one for another. No,
Well, I think Waddle is better than DK.
just bring Waddle in with DK. God
Well,
damn,
that's the
why do
thing.
We
That's
keep
the problem.
trading
No,
one
no,
for
no.
another
Wide
one.
receiver again.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
No, let's just say you trade Waddle, DK and Waddle. You figure out a way to get that done, and then you sign Alec Pierce, and you draft a wide receiver in the second round. You have massively upgraded the wide receiver room.
Buddy, the chances of that happen are 1 in a million.
Hey, look.
Pierce
look-
doesn't get
They're
out
in
of
on. They're in on.
Indianapolis.
They're
Hey,
in
Waddle's trying to
on.
get out of Miami.
Yeah,
If that
they're
all
in
happens,
on.
you'll never hear another peep from me. If it's DK Metcalf, Alec Pierce, and Jalen Waddle as our starting 3 wide receivers, I will go and kiss fucking Omar Khan's fanny right in front of everybody on live TV.
I'll kiss you.
But it's
right
not
on the-
gonna happen.
And
Roger.
wait, let's make this happen at the draft. DMC, where you're going to film the whole thing, right? And put live stream that.
I'll
Yeah,
get ready
we
to
need that
draft.
live
So-
stream.
so
That might happen.
I mean, yeah, if that happens, then I shut up. Then I shut up. And I say he's a great general manager. But I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't going to happen.
So wait,
Can
Dave,
we-
are you like in the mindset right now that we're still not going to attack wide receiver?
Oh, they have to. I mean, if they don't, I should.
I mean, attack.
This is the Pittsburgh
So,
Steelers.
so, let's
anything can happen.
let me define attack. So
Yeah,
you're
define
going
attack,
to
please.
sign a fairly high end free agent. I mean, we're talking about like the Romeo Dobbs, the Alec Pierce, the Mike Evans. I'm not
Mike
probably going below
My
that.
God, if it's Mike Evans, my God,
Below that threshold. I don't know. I mean, who else?
there is
there's no
nobody.
one
It's
else on that
Dobbs. It's
threshold,
Dobbs or
right?
bust,
Like,
right?
it's those 3 guys.
It's Dobbs or bust. Pierce isn't.
And then
they said the other
spend-
day. Go
And
ahead.
then spend at least your first or second round on a wide receiver. Are you the mindset they're not going to do those 2 things in like a combination of those 2
I
things?
think they probably sign a guy. I don't know who that's going to be
Can
because,
we
like I
read
said,
what
any of the
Somber-
3. Any of the 3.
We've had it on
Well-
the screen for like 5 minutes.
what is it?
What Somber said. Then you get rid of it. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were telling me to get rid of it. My bad.
No, I wanted to read what he
Keep still,
said.
I don't know what he
That's all
said.
I'm saying.
I had it up. Oh, got it.
Okay.
Tell me. Jeez. Alan Saunders said earlier that he's getting the feeling based on the formulas. I can't read.
Formulas.
That they're gonna take 2 wide receivers in the first 5 picks.
They should.
That would be amazing.
It would be amazing, but I don't believe much. I'll keep it to myself. Alan Saunders doesn't carry much weight
So
Look,
wait,
in this end of town.
In a
circle
different
back.
state.
Sorry.
Do you not
Sorry.
really believe that they're going to attack that position? In the
All right, let's
way
break
that
it down.
I laid
Does
out?
anybody think Alec Pierce is going to get out of Indianapolis?
No.
Yes.
Possible.
I thought they already announced they're gonna franchise.
They did. They said
Yeah.
said it. So now you're down to Dobbs and who was the other guy you said?
Well, then if okay, so if they franchise him and
Yep.
they sign Daniel Jones, Michael Pittman hits the market. He's also in the top 3 because Pittman's a good receiver.
I guess he's all right.
No, I think Pittman's a solid
Good.
possession receiver,
He's
and
not
he's
like-
got size. He's a totally different build than what you had in Pierce as far as like route running.
What? Because of them ignoring the position for so long, they have to draft someone in the first round and sign above average wide receiver.
They do not have to draft someone in the 3rd round or first round. There are plenty of good wide receivers in the 2nd.
And then it's one of those crapshoot things. And you don't know if
It's
you
not
fix
a
the problem or not.
crapshoot.
It is a crapshoot, Bob.
Your boy Jeremiah, who you love, has 16 receivers in the top 100. They ain't all going in the first round.
Isn't that how many receivers they've met with too? Just at the combine?
Yeah, they've met with a lot.
13.
Roughly.
13. Okay, I thought it was 16, but yeah.
There's
So-
4, maybe 5 who are going in the first round, and then the rest are all going to drop to round 2. So
It does seem like a deep wide receiver class.
So you guys will be okay with Pittman, DK Metcalf, and
Omar Cooper
Malachi.
Jr.
Cooper?
Omar Cooper's going.
I
Omar
would
Cooper
prefer
Jr.
Omar Cooper.
Cooper's
but
going in the first round.
He's not going in
At
the first round.
21. I'm
He
fine.
might
I'm
play
I'm
late
getting
Oh, you're talking about
if
they draft
he
one in the first
runs
round.
if he runs in the first round in the
4-3s.
same range as what we think Mekhi Lemon does,
I like
I'm
Saunders.
I'm starting to turn on Cooper being that guy.
If they draft Cooper at 21, okay, maybe.
Monumental miss if they do that. Monumental miss if they
Monumental?
take
I don't
if
know
they
about
take
that,
Omar Cooper in the first round.
You're not a big
It-
fan of Cooper? Or
No.
just not in the first round?
Not in the first round.
He's a good.
In the second
very
round,
good
I would
wide
like to
receiver.
have him.
He's a very good wide receiver, Bob.
Uh,
Oh man,
I've-
if you
I've
told me
been
we got
so
him in
high
the
on
second
that kid
and
all
we
year.
got to get something else in the first, that'd be amazing. But
He's not a first rounder. He's just not.
He's gonna go run
Are we
4-4
sure?
tomorrow, and he's gonna be a guaranteed first rounder.
if he hits 4-3, Bob, late
No,
first
4-4,
round-
even 4-4.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because they're afraid. They're not sure his speed, right? They think he's between 4-4 and 4-5. I don't think he's gonna run 4-3.
Draft buzz.
He ain't running a 4-3 at all. No.
They're way
Yeah.
off.
That's off the table.
And for everybody saying, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm saying he's good. I would love to have him in the second round, but he's not a first round talent. He's just not. I mean,
That's the problem the Steelers are in, though. Those first 4 guys go. Then what do? Then you got to wait till the second.
we
And then
haven't.
You lose. Then you're going to miss out on Cooper and probably Bell, and then you're stuck again in that second round at 50, where you're like, well, maybe
think Bell
Malachi
falls.
Fields.
I
Yeah,
think Bell falls.
I think he might fall too, but in a lot of the mocks I've done, he hasn't been falling.
Not yet, because the testing stuff
Yeah.
hasn't come in yet. I think most
If
of the
he-
testing stuff.
you told me
Listen, Omar Cooper is. There's a chance and there's a world where Omar Cooper is better than Malachi. Malachi Lemon.
Mekhi
if-
Lemon, you mean.
Mackay
Yeah.
Lemon. If
I could see that.
Mackay Lemon runs in a mid
could see that.
4-5, there's a world where Omar Cooper becomes the better receiver.
I see. I'm down on this free agency class. He's going to have to make a trade. He's going to have to do what you said he's going to do, and pull a trade out of his ass and get me somebody. Brian Thomas Jr.
He
There's a
could,
couple other guys that have been
they
floated
could
out
sign
there.
Doubs. I would love for them to sign Doubs. I've
I
been
mean-
beating the Doubs drum all off season.
I wouldn't
It
hate
can happen.
Dobbs. I wouldn't hate Dobbs. They need a route runner. We've been talking about this for like a year
Yeah,
now.
He'd
Dobbs
immediately
is that
be our
guy.
best.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. The Dobbs
Like
would be
3
a
years.
good.
Yeah.
I think Dobbs and DK would be a good fit. They'd be
You'll-
fine.
And Omar Cooper would be that guy too.
Yeah.
He's
I'd like
he's
maybe
going
an
to be
explosive
the
guy
best
as the
runner
slot,
in
if that's
the
the
class.
case.
You
Oh,
also
snap. Willis,
Willis.
Dobbs, combo. Let's fucking go.
go get it.
Yes. Now, and you can't discount the history of the franchise either. I mean, there's no disputing that in 90 years, we've only taken 7 guys in the first round. We haven't taken one since Antonio Holmes. If the right guy falls, they can do it. I'm not saying that. But now you're pairing that with a coach, and we know from rumors over the years that Steelers coaches have a huge impact and influence in the draft. You've got a coach who's never taken a wide receiver in the first round. I just don't see it happening. And he's got a hell of a success record of taking guys in the second round. So, and Omar Cooper, if he turns into Devontae Adams in the second round, yay, I'm all about it. I'm okay with trading up in the second round to get Omar Cooper. I just don't think he gets – if he goes in the first round, somebody's taking a leap. He could turn out, but somebody's taking a leap. He's just not a first – there's 4 or 5 first-round guys.
Yeah, well, if you're not counting Cooper, there's 4. It's Lemon, it's Tyson, it's the Ohio State kid. Who am I
Carnell
missing?
Tate.
Tate and
Boston.
Tate,
and
Tyson.
Boston.
I think
There's 5.
Casey's probably going to go.
Yeah.
which
He's
I
gonna
want
test.
nothing to do with him.
Concepcion
I don't-
will
I
go
don't
in the
like-
bottom of the first round. Somebody will take him in the bottom of the first round.
Yeah,
I
I don't
like
like him,
Casey
but I
Concepcion.
think he's going.
Can I have one explosive
Don't-
player on here? Can I have one?
Don't you think
Playmaker.
Concepcion goes before Cooper?
Not necessarily.
Who? Which one?
Concepcion
Concepcion
goes
before
before
Cooper.
He might.
If
Depends on
I'm
the
telling
team.
you, if Cooper runs in the 4.4s,
Yeah,
He's
this
gonna shoot
combine's
up.
gonna. This
shoot
combine's
up.
gonna decide some things.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if Malachi Fields runs in the 4.4s, he's going in the second.
He's probably going in the second anyway.
He might.
To be
Yeah,
honest,
if he does what you're saying, yeah.
because
he
he's
might.
so tall that 4.5 is probably good enough for him.
And if he can move at that, yeah, dude.
He's the guy who could leap. Like if he runs a 4.4 as big as he is, that's the guy who could leap.
Like Trent's been
Malachi?
saying, he's got. Well, go ahead,
Yeah.
Trent.
Yeah, no. As clarifying, Malachi Fields.
Yeah.
He's got the ammunition to trade up if he wants to. They can do a lot of things. There's no more excuses.
I like this with Tyrants. If you told me we'd definitely get Cooper, then I'd be fine with Ione in the first round.
Yeah, you'd have to trade up.
Here's
That's fine.
here's your clue that they're going to go wide receiver in the first round. If they resign Isaac, which I've seen a little bit of buzz on that.
No.
If they resign Isaac, they're going wide receiver in the first round. Because then there's no need
Or
to
any
draft
guard.
a guard. Yeah.
Or
Any
any guard. Yeah.
Yeah. You're probably right, Bob.
I
Yeah,
think it'll
they sign-
specifically
They've been looking at a lot of corners too, though. Strangely, a lot of corners.
I
Almost
would
every
trade up.
corner.
I would trade up to get Mansour, no question. I'd trade up to get Sonny Styles. I mean,
Well, yeah, they're looking at corners because fucking they let the Texans convert how many third downs on long passes in the playoff game? I'd be looking at fucking corners too.
another one of my draft crushes, Chris Johnson. Whoa, did he look good today?
Chris Johnson looked good today. When you run a 4.4 flat,
I think
4.4 flat.
Jamon McCoy might drop. Not
that's an
testing?
interesting one. His arms were short, right?
Is that the one that
Shorter
was
arms?
injured or had no
Yeah.
production?
Yep.
He's the one that
No,
was
he
injured.
missed all last year with an injury.
2 years ago, he's probably the number one corner off the
Yeah.
board. This year, I see a lot of Siobhan Ravel happening here. Doesn't mean he's not going to be a good player. I think he is going to be a good player.
Ravel went in the second round last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when he got on the field, he kind of started showing, hey, Dallas might have got a real steal there.
Nope.
Did they?
In the second round, Ravel would have been, if Ravel wasn't hurt, he'd have been the unquestioned number one.
You just had to poke a bear, didn't you? You just said, did they?
Yeah.
Yes.
This
they
guy,
did.
Jalen Everett, didn't he run a 4.3?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Georgia corner,
Yeah.
lots to like about him.
All right, guys. Cisse didn't run today, which is odd
Fuck that dude.
because he killed the jumps. Like he had really good jumps. Why? You're
know why?
fast. Why aren't you running?
Dude, he's a bum.
Oh, he's not a bum.
He's all the talent and none of the production.
He needs to be refined. He's a little raw.
Drop his ass.
I think
I got him like 8th or 9th on my list.
That's too low. That's too low.
Dude, he's all hype.
All right, we don't have time to get into it. Cisse.
Hey, I got a quick question for you
All right.
because Dungy's out, and I saw this floated today, and it shouldn't be a long conversation. Let's say Aaron Rodgers retires, and you're NBC, and do you offer the studio job from Dungy to Mike Tomlin, Aaron Rodgers, or Cam Hayward?
Tomlin.
I kind of think Aaron Rodgers would be the most entertaining of the three.
Well, there's a lot of people that hate Aaron Rodgers in the public, and
That would
he's
make
gonna
ratings.
No, I think it's going to drive ratings down. People will quit watching.
Nobody's going to quit watching football.
No, I mean just their show because there's how many pre and
Yeah, it's
post-game
interesting.
and-
I don't know. I think Mike Tomlin's a little overrated as a TV guy. Maybe those Tomlinisms get sickening real quick. They'll work for a little while.
Yeah,
and then
but
you
that's
kinda-
because we've seen him every fucking week for 19
that's-
years.
Yeah, true.
When the
I don't know, I
public
might be.
outside of here sees
Yeah.
it, they think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So
I'm going to surprise you here. You know who I think would be the best at the job?
Cam Hayward.
Damn, you think so?
Cam Hayward. I think he would be good. He's done he's carved out a nice podcast career. I think he really wants to go into broadcasting.
I think he's boring as fuck on his podcast. Sorry.
But I think Cam is the kind of guy who'll take shots. And if you want to be good at the studio job, you got to take shots.
I guess.
Dave, who do you like? Let's go the opposite. Just tell us something you like.
I told you, I think Aaron would have been good at it.
Oh, you're right. You did say Aaron. I'm sorry. You did.
I personally think he's the least. I think he would be good at it, but I think he's the least likely.
Because he'll take those, subtle but not overt shots at people. He's good at that stuff. I think.
No, I think it's Tomlin, then Rodgers, then Cam. I think nationally they'd eat up those Tomlinisms. I agree.
You made a good point that we're sick of it because of being here.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, but they're gonna.
I think Tomlin will be too much of a wuss to take any being insightful.
Because he's going to be one of those guys who has in the back of his mind he wants to coach again, so he's not going to take shots at anybody. You're right.
Yeah.
They're going to ask him a football question. He's going to tell them they're stressing him out.
Yeah. I'll dress the bond red.
Stressing me out,
red. I paint the bond red. I use red paint.
Yeah, the guy I would honestly love to see it, who'll never get the offer, is Ben. Somebody should call Ben and say, hey.
Ben might be the best of all of them.
Yeah, because he would come on there and just say what the fuck ever.
All right, guys, we're late. We're almost 2 hours long in the thing. The guys in the chat were great tonight, as usual. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Everything. Any way you want your podcast. We'll be back Sunday to do our draft show. Until next time, thanks for listening to Steelers Sanctuary Podcast.
And just like that, I left everything.
See ya.